What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Double session today, so I'm feeling worn out in the good ways. Hope whatever you've got going on, you're feeling similarly energized and connected to whatever you're doing. I know that there's a lot of dust still settling after all the chaos of the elections, and I think a lot of people are really rightfully feeling a lot of just chaos, confusion, pain. Some people are happy, of course. Some people are like thinking, maybe, what have I done? There's some remorse out there. There's some, oh well, we'll see what happens. It's just a absolute gradient of emotions and feelings. And I've been sitting with it and settling with it. And the thing that kind of comes to mind for me mostly is thinking about the concept of accountability and, what are we actually being held to account for? And often our decisions lead to all sorts of consequences. And part of it we know, part of it we don't know. And as things unfold in the future, we get a better sense of what actually happened. And that accountability in work, in life, in politics is critical to understanding, did we make the right decision? And with a decision, it's not like, was it a good decision or a bad decision? It's always on some sort of gradient. You're weighing some options versus others. And realistically, we have all sorts of outcomes, some of it which we know and others we don't know. So as we hold ourselves to account for the past decisions that we made, we get to see, how did the process by which I came to my decision affect what I ultimately decided? And months or however much long time later, was that still the right decision in hindsight? And, it's not about second guessing your decision. It's more about holding yourself to account for what you did decide, and maybe looking at your process by which you came to that decision and improving your process. Did you do enough research? Did you get enough different voices to give you opinions so that you could make a more balanced, nuanced decision? And, realistically, you are responsible and accountable for the decisions that you made and all the good and bad repercussions that come from it. In the case of the elections, we know very well a lot of what we were voting for. And ultimately, a larger percentage of the country decided that a lack of character, a misogynist and racist and violent rhetoric was not enough to dissuade from other characteristics of the decision, like how much money potentially someone's going to save in groceries or taxes or whatever. So when you're really weighing out all those options, you need to go back over time and make sure that the way that you came to that decision and the ultimate decision you made, you still feel comfortable with. And if you don't, then how else can you make a decision differently the next time? The interesting thing is we get to decide over and over and over how to make better decisions, what decisions we make, who it affects. And you can only do that if you hold yourself to account. And just like we're going to hold our elected officials to account for their promises, we have to hold ourselves to account for the decisions that we made, good or bad. So all the repercussions that come from the next 4 years, they are directly related to the decision that we made last week. And, that's ultimately us that decides whether that was a good or bad decision in the end. So I'm hoping we all can take a little bit of a breather, that you tell the people that you are connected to and your community that you love them, you care for them, you'll keep them safe. And, I hear so many things, especially from women, that are legitimate concerns and fears. And I intend to be their ally, to stand by their side. It's not like I'm taking care of them. It's I will join them in their fight to live a healthy, happy, safe life. And when I see all of the absolutely disgusting and negative comments aimed against women, I see that as weakness. I see that as, people just lashing out because of other problems in their life, but it has real repercussions. And I will fight with everything I've got to protect the people in my life and to help, keep them safe. And I will be honored to have women in my life lead the way and me providing that supporting role because I know that they're capable and powerful leaders. The people who think otherwise are weak and they don't really know what leadership is. So I hope we're all feeling good and safe. And yeah, love to everyone.